Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Ann Alston, coming to you in the BNWOC group. It is 4:30 on a Tuesday, and I thought I would just jump on here with my Tuesday tips, thoughts, whatever it is that I think I'm trying to do here. Let me see if I can invite some people who might be available to jump on here or something like that. It's all good. It's all good. So let's see here. Hey, how you doing? I see somebody gave me some love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I'm telling you. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's starting to rain again for the third week. I don't know. It feels like a whole month. I don't know about you, but I'm just getting tired of the rain. Okay, I'm getting real tired of the rain. So, hopefully. So anyway, so I got on here today because I wanted to kind of, like I said, I'm trying to get on here more often to share my thoughts and some motivational encouragement and maybe some business tips and anything else people might be interested in learning more about. So I just thought I'd get on here and talk about my Tuesday business tip. So as you can see in the description box, it says opportunities are not always visible. They are most of the time invisible and intangible, so you have to open your eyes and open your mind to recognize when an opportunity is available to you. And so this just helps you grow. Now this could be business, career, this could be any kind of goal that you are setting your sights onto. And so a lot of times we don't recognize the opportunities because, one, we're not looking for them, and number two, we may not be planning for any opportunities. However, you still need to kind of recognize when an opportunity is before you, no matter what level or scale. So I'm going to start with the first part of my sentence, which is that it is not always visible. So like I said in the beginning, that a lot of times opportunities, hey Eric, how are you doing? Opportunities are not always visible. There are going to be times where you're going to be at random places doing whatever, and you're not going to even recognize that there is an opportunity for you to grow in some aspect of your life. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be religion. It could be personal. It could be school. It could be anything, right? It doesn't really matter. However, the thing is, you should always be looking for opportunities because you cannot see them coming all the time. But when they do come to you, you have to kind of look at the whole entire picture. Just don't dismiss it right away because, let's say the opportunity was an investment, whether your time or your money or however. If the opportunity is there and you have the means and the will and the fortitude and the dedication to want to do it, right? Because you know that in the end that you're going to be getting something, down the line, whether, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. You can't dismiss that opportunity. You have to investigate, okay? At least try to figure out what it is before you say, no, I'm not going to deal with that opportunity, right? The other point I'm making as far as opportunities not being visible is that a lot of times people just come out with the opportunities in plain sight, and sometimes people they still just do not see it. They have the blinders on. They're not looking at the long-term goal. And honestly, this is just my experience. I'm only going to talk about what my experience is that a lot of times these invisible opportunities are the ones that set you up for a really great opportunity. Okay, and I'll say that one more time. A lot of times the ones that you don't see, okay, and the ones that are presented to you in plain sight are the ones that lead to the most greatest of opportunities, okay? So you can't, I'm gonna use the old phrase, you can't judge an opportunity by its book cover, just because, it might be small and insignificant at the time, you never know what opportunity they have that other people tied to, okay? So I'll give somebody an example if they're not sure what I'm talking about, right? So let's say that you wrote a book and you got your book, you've written it, nobody knows who you are, you're trying to do a book signing and everything, and you say, you know what, somebody named Sue is going to offer me their place or their church or their house to do the book signing, and you're like, you know what, I want to do my book signing someplace more extravagant. I want to do my book signing someplace where people can come out and go, wow, right? But little do you know that that person's house or church or whatever little place, someone who may come to your book signing might be the person that you need to connect with that's going to get your book sold in a mass quantity. But see, because you're looking at it from a vast standpoint and not the invisible opportunity, which is the long term, right? You're going to miss out on that opportunity. You're going to miss out on meeting that person that you need to meet. And so a lot of times we just kind of dismiss it because in our minds we have what we want as far as the opportunity, but we're not easily accepting the opportunities that's coming to us as it is, right? So if you just kind of look at those little insignificant things and see, you know what, if I engage myself in this opportunity, what is it going to lead later on down the line? Am I going to benefit somehow? And even if you don't see it right away because it's invisible to you, it will come back in a greater and much abundance way. And so I think that's the best way that I can try. She said self-serve. That's right. Self versus service. That's right, Chris, because here's the thing. I'm only, like I said, I'm only speaking from my experience because there are a lot of times where in my mind, an opportunity may mean one thing. But I have found that the smallest of opportunities, or the ones that look like it's no opportunity at all, turned out to be the greatest ones and have yielded me to do things that I've never in my wildest dream think that I would ever be able to do, you know, and I don't take anything for granted. Now, mind you, there are going to be some opportunities thrown at you that's just not going to fit what you're doing, okay? I understand that it's not going to fit what you're doing. You're not going to have the money to engage in some of these things. I get you on that. However, I think that there's other opportunities in which you can still be connected to that organization or that person or that entity, so that in the future, you can still have another opportunity to do stuff. See, it's when you don't keep the opportunity alive is when you lose, okay? And I'll repeat that. It's when you don't keep that opportunity or that connection alive is when you lose that opportunity for sure, okay? And a lot of us don't see that, and that, to me, that's a tangible thing. Even though you can't really touch it, it's a tangible thing to me, because that means that's a phone number that I can call, that's an email that I can email someone, that is a dinner reservation that I can reconnect with someone and reinvigorate that relationship to keep that opportunity alive, right? So basically what I'm doing is taking an invisible opportunity, which is intangible, and I'm turning it into a tangible opportunity, if that makes sense, okay? So that's what I'm trying to get to you guys, to see about the difference between, if you're not opening up your eyes and your mind to opportunity, you're pretty much missing out on long-term relationship building. And in all reality, this is the number one key thing in networking. If you're networking with people, you have to keep certain connections alive in order for you to be in a position to take advantage of that opportunity, okay? So you have to keep it alive through phone calls, through emails, through inviting someone to a network, through relationship building, through just understanding the other organization and figuring out how you can fit within their mission, vision, and goals. And so those are the key things that you need to know in terms of recognizing an opportunity. Another way that you can recognize opportunity is just simply observation. Just sitting back and observing the behaviors, the personalities, the culture of the event of where you are. You have to kind of sit back and say, hey, I want to know more about this person. But a lot of times it comes with not even having a conversation at all. It's mostly just really observing who you need to talk to in a room, And then at a specific time, you wait for the opportunity to go over there and you speak to that person because you know for certain that you two have a connection. Now, there's been lots of times where I've gone to a networking event and I meet people and I shake their hand and I say hello and everything. And then the first thing they want to do is say, hey, let me get your business card. I'm all for that. Let's change business cards. We good. And you know, the next thing you know, I got an email. Okay, I got an email saying, hey, I want you to engage in an activity or whatever. And I have no type of relationship building, no conversation, no anything. However, that's an opportunity that I need to investigate. Okay, so I'm going to investigate the opportunity. I'm going to go online. I'm going to research. I'm going to do stuff. And I'm going to try to do my best to have a phone call so I can hear the person's voice and I can ask specific questions, okay? Now, if I can't make that connection, that doesn't mean that the opportunity is dead, okay? What it really means is that I just don't have the opportunity for me at the moment, but I'm going to keep that opportunity alive by making sure I keep connected with that person, that I'm going to see if there's other events in which I can fit, or maybe they can fit within my organization to do something to keep that relationship alive. And then at some given point in time, there will be an opportunity for me to be able to do something with that person, and we both are getting like a win-win. And that's pretty much how you do. So anytime you meet someone or anything that go on in your life, whether it be career, school, job, religion, doesn't even matter. If there's something that will help you personally and professionally, right? You want to look at every single opportunity, whether you think that it's not or you think that it is. Okay, I think I said that a little backwards, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's really important to do that, because I don't care if you are in business or you have a career, you have to know, like my old friends used to say back in the workforce, you have to know which side you bread your butter, okay, or butter your bread. Butter your bread, okay? Y'all have to laugh with me because, you know, I'm tired, so, you know, you can tell I'm tired. I've been doing a whole lot of stuff. But you know which side of the bread to butter, okay? And in order for you to do that, you definitely have to keep your eyes open. You definitely have to keep your ears open and listen between the words, really hear and understand what people are saying to you or asking of you, so that you can effectively be able to communicate with them. Because communication, and I think I said that in my post to Chris earlier about teamwork, communication and trust is the ultimate thing you can do to keep a opportunity alive, okay? If the person who you are fostering as a future opportunity, okay, if you are fostering them for a future opportunity, they have to see that they can trust you. Okay, they have to see that you are a man or woman of your word, that you carry out what you promise, that you bring the value to whatever it is that you do, and you also communicate it on a level in which they understand. So you basically are speaking their language, okay? So just like I'm talking to you guys here because this is the language of Facebook, but if I get into a crowd that has a different culture and a different language, I have to switch gears and actually speak their language, right? And I have to keep that language going for as long as that opportunity exists. Now, I know you guys saying, hey, and you can't be keeping opportunities on like forever and ever and ever. Actually, you probably could if you do it right. But at the same time, we know that everything comes to an end. There's going to be a time where you're going to do so much talking and fostering, and you're going to be connecting, and no matter what you do, that opportunity will never be there. But for me, the advantage is there's a possibility, okay, and the hope that it will come to surface, okay? So I'm not going to give up until there is a definite end of the line where me and that other person or that opportunity that came to me is never going to happen, right? So I'm going to keep it alive as much as possible. And I will give you a perfect example for myself, right? So my business that I started years ago in '97, A&M Creations, just before Austin Tech was Austin Tech or whatever. And I kept the business alive. I kept my clients for a long period of time, only because I truly believed that there was an opportunity for me to take my business to the next level from being a home-based business to being an LLC. And I literally went out and paid for the domain names for like 10, I don't know, a long time, off and on with clients, off and on with the business, because I truly believe that my connection to this opportunity was never, ever going to die. And I held on to it so much that I decided that I'm just gonna definitely do that. What is Chris saying? If you aren't building a relationship, you aren't building. Okay, yes, agree. Okay, Curtis, I like that. It's only those with www men. Okay, I'm not sure what you were saying there, Curtis. You might have to rephrase there. And hey, Connie, hey, April, how are you doing today? I hope you guys are staying out of the rain and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you have to foster that. You have to foster that intangible, unseen opportunity so that you can grow in so many different ways of your life. And if you decide that every time something comes to you that you got to be a super skeptic, and there's nothing wrong being skeptic, but sometimes being too skeptic will cause you to lose that opportunity before you even get a chance to see what it is, okay? So I just wanted to kind of share that Tuesday motivational thought tip with you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, because you just never know. I never know, of all these people that's here in this Facebook group, I never know who is my next biggest lead to something, or maybe that person could be my next best friend, or maybe that person might end up being related to one of my kids, or they might get together and get married. I don't know. I'm just being silly right now, but you just never know unless I open my mind and open my heart and open my my brain and my eyes to see what's going on and see what opportunities are out there. So those are my tips. If anybody got anything they want to, chat with me about, please put it in the chat window. I would definitely love to hear from you. Also, thank you to everybody who shared the veterans. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about the Veterans Conference next week. Please be there if you can. And if you guys want to do anything else with me, I know a couple people want to do a Facebook Live. We're also going to have Facebook Live on Thursday. So I will be talking about small business from a marketing strategy standpoint. So please stay tuned to that. And I'm going to stop plugging all this stuff. And and then you guys can let me know how you like these tips and if you want to see more of this type of thing. So I really appreciate everybody joining for this few 20 minutes that I've been on here and everything. So I really, really appreciate it. What's it? Chris said, so true. Thanks. And you're so welcome. April, Connie, Chris, Curtis, Demon. Hey, Demon, how you doing? Eric, he's always on here giving me hand claps and stuff like that. And everybody else who liked it and they want to catch playback. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye-bye.